And then Michael from Minnesota, the criminal defense attorney.
The smart guy, the genius.
Yeah. So
look, this is how you know he's not that smart. He fell down while his legs were crossed. Dude,
I thought about that too. I was like, you can release your legs and land.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all yet again for joining us. Today, we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, the naked truth. Michelle, is this not the season finale?
It's not. I guess next week, Candace's video release will be the season finale. That's what it's looking like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's definitely been a long season. We are ready.
Erica, you rolled your eyes when she said.
I ain't mean to. I just felt like they always ending on some type of note like that.
Oh, okay. What would you prefer?
It wasn't at Candace. I don't know. I just think that I like when they end on the trips, I guess.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if they ended on a trip in a while. It's usually at some big event. I think if Robin had invited them to the bachelorette party, the season finale, but everybody wasn't there, so they can't end it when everybody not there.
I was like, I thought that was bogus.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't fool with people either. I'm a big respecter of energies. Like it don't seem like we vibe. Let's not pretend, I'm very much, I understand that. But you've been pretending for the show the whole time.
Come on now. And for some reason, I thought they were contractually obligated to invite people to come, but maybe they not. Maybe it's,
It's still in poor taste.
Maybe that's part of the drama.
Right.
It's still poor taste, though.
They got to let it happen.
Yeah, have your real bachelor party off camera where and invite who you want. We need to see the drama. But before we get into the show, just in case you run out of time, we got to talk that stuff about the most recent things that happened this week with finding out. I don't know if we talked about them actually being married, which I don't even know if I believe anymore, but them actually being married. People came out with an exclusive, but I'm like, Karen, I need to see I need to see the pictures. I need to see the marriage license.
I won't say it.
Did y'all see any pictures? Yeah, it was just like an.
I don't look. So
But if I get CT, I sips it.
Yeah, so it was after, it was before the reunion where she came out. People gave that exclusive, and people were assuming that because it didn't air on the show and it hadn't happened prior to the reunion, that they leaked it to people so that they can talk about it on the reunion. Who knows? We'll see. And then after the reunion was recorded is when Robin on their podcast. Well, I guess first she kind of teased the story that she knew about it. But if you wanted more details, you had to subscribe to their Patreon for $5 and get all the tea, which it wasn't really any extra tea. And everybody knows that somebody gonna record it. It's gonna be on Twitter. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be somewhere.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Michelle, you got to tell us what's happening because now everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yes. So on the Reasonably Shady podcast and the Patreon, I guess, Robin ended up admitting that in 2020, well, it was a mess, but this is what I got. Juan did have a relationship with somebody. Now, she said several things. She said that they talked on Instagram. She said that the lady, I guess, made it to the DC area, not flown in by Juan, but flown in by somebody else. However, the second night was not covered. So Juan went up to the hotel in the middle of a pandemic to just pay her bill. And then he left and came back home. Nothing happened. They did not, do anything, but they had to work through it. So Karen was right.
So I'm all about Juan, but
come on,
buddy. I can't. You mean to tell me you went all the way to the hotel? You didn't go in the room that you just paid for. She didn't try to kiss you. You didn't try to kiss her. You paid for the room, so of course you thinking we about to. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know, they not take credit cards over the phone.
No, they're not supposed to.
They don't.
They're not supposed to.
Oh, you need the driver's
mine
license
over the phone.
They're not supposed to use none of that shit.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to give him an out, or try to catch him with that, but
that's why he was out. That's why he was spotted up there, because he did that shit.
Yes.
And guess what? He smashed.
Oh yes, he did. Absolutely.
I'm not crazy. He smashed. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing these kid games. I'm married. I ain't nowhere. I talk my stuff online because it's funny. Baby, I'm at home every night. You hear me? You hear me? And guess what? He right here with me.
Mm-hmm.
And when he ain't, he with them kids out there crazy. We both present and accounted for. You're tripping. You're tripping. And you already know. The worst line. You already know.
I mean, he can't, like, what else could he say? That's not much he could say. I mean, Robin has got to know. Come on now. I'm certain when they turn those mics off, I'm certain Giselle was just like, Robin, come on.
We shouldn't put this out there. No, because
this is like deja vu. This is like deja vu. It's got to be deja vu for Giselle. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like a clown.
Okay. And Giselle was holding it down because remember when Karen brought up the allegations and she said, I know you've heard of them. And then Giselle was like, I've never heard anything like that. And then Candace and Wendy was like, well, I saw it in the blogs. But then on this same podcast, Giselle admitted that the lady texted her the hotel receipt. So like she was keeping the lie alive the whole time. Like to me, it's one thing. I knew Giselle at least knew about the rumor.
Loyal.
Even if it
you loyal.
I know she holding
you loyal.
I ain't mad. I'm a writer. I'm gonna look you dead in the eyeballs. Whatever she said. Whatever she said. And I'm saying, don't be mad because I'm supposed to do this the way you're supposed to do it too. So I'm good.
And might come up with a better lie than you.
Baby, out of it. And the only reason I'm in it is because you called me. Do not call me about my best friend or somebody I say I roll with heavy. No, I wasn't there.
She did keep the lie alive, like they say on Martin. She kept the lie alive.
She was. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all ain't been there before with your friends back in college or high school, and somebody called you. You know, see, she laughing. And so and so said they was this place and that place. Were they with you? They said they was with you. Yep. Well, when I saw you was by yourself, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I had a similar story. Deltas, I wasn't even doing nothing, but Anthony was confused.
Giselle's not wrong.
Well, no, she wasn't saying that you was doing something. She was saying that a friend of yours might have been doing something. Well, I don't know. About the only friend that was doing something was
no, but
but she wasn't in a relationship, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. She's a woman.
No, while I do appreciate her holding it down for her friend, it's a reality show. Like, and for some reason I didn't realize Giselle was an executive producer until Carlos King mentioned it. Yeah, and so she helps. Like,
I thought he was talking about like a ghost producer.
No,
you know,
he
like
said
not
she's
really a producer, but like
on the show.
That's why she's
I
so
gotta
messy.
look at this.
Yeah, and he said he appreciates how she
keep them
gets
coins.
the stuff going. However, to me, if you know the truth is going to come out, find a way to weave it in where it helps your friend at the end of the day, not make her look a complete mess. Now we don't believe nothing she say.
But honestly, if your friend hell bent on doing this, what can you say?
What can you do?
What can you do? Listen. Genuinely, I will speak my piece to my friends, but their decisions are their decisions, and I got their back regardless. Like, I'm still, you're my friend. I'm gonna hold you down. Like, I'm gonna hold your hand. I expect it when I make mistakes for you to be there holding mine. Even if you had told me better, you still my friend, right?
Yeah, to me, it'd be one thing if Juan never cheated and was like, oh my gosh, Juan cheated. It's like, he's a cheater. Like, it's not surprising that he cheated. Just put it on the show. Let us see it. And don't fake like y'all having a wedding. To me, that's what made me kind of upset. Like, y'all fake this wedding or fake
So hold up, wait a minute. what if Juan was just like, okay, I did this, admitted it to her. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
right? Admitted it to
And
her, but said,
Mm-hmm.
maybe please don't put it on. Don't put it on TV. Don't talk
Mm-hmm.
about it.
you can't control it
What
if
do you
another
do?
woman brings it. She can't control it
Say
if
that
another
again.
woman. She can't control it if
If
another
another woman
woman
does what?
brings it there. You shouldn't have been doing it. Once this shit is out, I'm sorry. Once this stuff is out, it's out. And now the cameras are rolling and her emotions are on display. Okay? You got her looking crazy out here again. And now it makes more sense because when she called him immediately, I didn't understand because I was like, she just told you. How you gonna hop on the phone with your husband with the
Right.
woman standing right there on
Both
speakerphone?
cameras rolling.
You know why though? Because it had obviously she has some I don't give a damn in her, some heavy I don't care. Cause that was a conversation for them. That's why he started deflecting, saying he was gonna cuss them women out.
Or
I
Cause
maybe
actually think
deep down
he
she
did
really
choke her down.
wanted it to come out.
I think she checked him in that
Do
moment,
you think maybe?
like awesome. You see, it's coming up. You see, I told you this was coming up.
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
That's why she just
mm-hmm,
announced what the woman said to her, because it's one of those like, yeah, because she probably told
mm-hmm,
him this gonna come up. Now I'm gonna have to deal with it.
And she
Now I'm
said on that
mm-hmm.
thing she anticipated somebody was going to bring it up. She said she anticipated. She thought the lady had sent that to everybody, but she had only sent it to her and Giselle. So
Giselle.
that's how she thought it was going to come up. Like other people had receipts, but they didn't. But
Karen clearly did, but I ain't mad at Karen because they be mean to
Karen
her.
didn't have the hotel receipt. She had the sorry, I had
The
that in my
blog.
head. Yeah, she had like supposedly them walking
The
down the
blog
street,
post.
and I don't even know if that was true. Yeah, but
Of
it's interesting. But somebody, Twitter, they be going back, they be remembering everything. But they said that Robin may have been hinting at it because remember they started off with that prenup, and she kept bringing up like infidelity clauses and all that kind of stuff, and it seemed innocent, like, oh, let me just throw this in there for drama, but it must have been real, like she really wanted that infidelity clause, even though she lied. She said, has that been a problem? And she was like, well, after she made it seem like their first divorce, they were going through the process and he ended up having another girlfriend. I don't believe that either. But, one is one. So we'll see. Maybe you got a chance, Jermaine.
you want to say something, I don't want to jump in because you know I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. So, I
Rubber
want you to
duck.
go ahead
You
and
ready?
get it off your chest. I'm gonna mute myself again.
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
I'ma say this. That man been cheating, and I'm so glad that you brought it up because that's why I thought it was even worse that he did that while during COVID, because that everybody knows why y'all got the first divorce. And you know that she has a career now.
Mm-hmm.
So you still out here embarrassing this woman in these streets.
Okay.
Like it to me, that's like the level of disrespect that I don't fool with. Like you got caught up on camera or with a receipt. Somebody shouldn't have no receipts. Should nobody be able to say nothing about you?
Right. Sloppy.
What are you talking about? And then she brought it up on a podcast. I feel like she shouldn't have brought it up at all.
And I wonder if she brought it up because remember the lady came out with that TikTok, or the guy came out with a TikTok with the actual picture of the receipts with his name on it and all that kind of stuff. And maybe she felt the need to address it at that point. I don't know, but
Let me ask
But
you
you
something. This is something that it's just a question that I have. So, okay, I'll be honest. So, I dated
you'll
a
be hot.
married man.
You'll be hot. You'll be hot. You'll be
I
pissed
dated a
off.
married man, but I never thought about going to the wife. I never thought about I never thought about that at all. Like I never would have done that. And I just want to know, why would someone do that?
They be out here doing that. They be extorting men like that, bruh.
Mhm. I
They did.
also think depending on how
But
deep the
is she really
relationship
asking
was.
for money? Is she
It
asking for
doesn't
money
seem
or is she
like.
asking for airtime?
Eventually, it usually leads to that. Because
So
you
I
see,
think it
he
could
ended
be
up getting
that.
paid for the hotel room. What if she was just one of
Um,
them girls that want to just be tricked out on, Like, I like to party, I like to hang out and kick it. Me and this man been talking. I'm about to get out here in these streets. So I must show up at this hotel room. I know you want to see me, you want to be with me or whatever in that way. So they just let him meet him somewhere. They don't care if he get in trouble. They might be the source of the trouble. They might have somebody out there taking pictures. But you bored, you doing whatever. Now you out here. And now
mm.
he done came up there and paid for the hotel room. He probably done gave that woman more money since then.
Oh, no
He
doubt.
probably
No
already
doubt.
was.
Before and
So these
since.
women be using
And
these.
do we have that
Might
much
be
to give?
even now.
Do we have that much to give? I mean,
Listen, he probably it don't even got to be that much. He probably stopped, and she probably went ahead and was like, "Cool, I'm gonna blow your spot up. I'm good."
now I think, I mean, that's an option, but I think the relationship probably was a little deeper
You
because
think
to
so?
me, you don't have to work through anything if it's just like a whatever, if you believe the lies. But I feel like he must have insinuated that they were in a relationship and maybe he was going to leave his wife or something. And
Why
that's when
not?
you let the wife know, I'm here because you've been telling me you're going to leave her for all these years. And now all of a sudden you still not leaving her. So I'm going to let her know I'm here. That's what
So
I
you
think
think
may have
it's
happened.
her? You
But
think
she
it's
looked
that
like
kind of?
Karen.
I
But she
don't know
looked
what
like
she looked
Karen.
like.
Oh,
That
it's
is
the
say
same
Karen
woman.
said Karen
I
said she looked like her. I don't think she looked like Karen.
have you seen an image of this woman?
No.
No, not
But
at all.
apparently she is
It's not
blonde.
about a reunion. I hope they have it by the reunion because Karen kept going on
I
and
don't
on
know.
about that. I thought that she was lying.
No, because they were already recorded. They recorded the reunion already. What last week, 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago,
they
or
have.
something. So yeah, so I don't think, and she just talked about it. So I don't think they have a picture. The closest they got is that mock-up Karen had. Oh
I
man,
did not like that she did that. I thought I was like, come on now, Karen.
It looked like one of those witches from Mayfair. Mayfair
it
witches.
did. A mess. Huh. But yeah, so that was the hot tea on the press this week, with Robin revealing that. And did anybody see the clip of Nene and
I did not.
from the
I
Breakfast
heard
Club?
about it.
That
I
was
heard about it.
hilarious
I'm
because
talking about
somebody,
how the housewives have no talent.
and she said they were starless and they're not famous. They're just like known. It's a difference between known and famous. And Charlamagne said, I think they're famous. She said, oh, you do? Oh, okay. In Nene style. You have to see it. I didn't do it justice. But in any case, yeah, go to Twitter. It's on there. It's on Instagram. I've seen it a couple of
I can
times.
You
imagine.
must be a Nene
I
fan.
can imagine me.
I'm not actually, but
Uh,
it was all, I mean, if you
it
searched,
was super shady.
yeah, when Robin
This
was trending,
morning, this morning it was all over YouTube, and I really wanted to watch
It
it. I
was.
really wanted to watch
What
it. I just didn't
time?
have time. Like I was up like at 5, all over
Ooh.
YouTube.
So that must have happened yesterday.
Had to.
the Nene, yeah, Nene
Mhm.
was on,
Yeah.
I guess, yesterday's show.
I don't know. Do y'all like her on there?
This is my first time ever seeing her on there.
I
Huh.
thought she
And
was just a
actually, honestly,
guest.
I don't really watch the Breakfast Club. I just watch clips when people share them.
Now
I
you
actually
know.
like
Speaking of
I liked
reality,
Jason Lee and I liked Lala when they were hosting with them.
Oh, okay.
so speaking of reality stars and radio, y'all know that what's her name? Tamar is now on Dish Nation.
Mm.
So
Did y'all know?
I didn't
Y'all
know
ain't
that.
know.
she has
Yeah,
her own
she's on
show.
Dish
I
Nation. I don't
mean,
think.
her own podcast or radio
No, no, no.
show.
Say that again?
I said, does
What did you
she
say?
have her own radio show?
No. Oh, you haven't heard of Dish Nation. So it's a whole bunch of personalities that are on radio and TV, and they just talk about gossip.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Dishy. I just remember when, and I've seen a couple of episodes when Portia used to be on there.
So they just issuing the
Right.
tea?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
sure
much.
Tamar is good on there because she can give it. So it'll be
Oh,
interesting.
I never used to watch her. Was she real good?
Oh, you
You talking about on
didn't
the
watch?
real?
Oh.
I never watched anything she was
Well, I don't
really
know
on.
about the real.
I
Oh,
liked
now
her.
you didn't like her. Not
I'm
even the Braxtons, Family Values.
Mm-mm.
Oh, So yeah, she gonna give good TV if nothing else. She might get on your
Yes.
nerves, but
All day.
It's wild because I love Tony Braxton and I still never got into it.
yeah, I ended up watching
It
that
was
show
good.
and ended up not
It
liking
was
Tony
actually
Braxton.
quality.
Really?
You ended up not liking Tony?
Not liking her as much after watching the show.
Love Tony
What?
Braxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, not really liking any of
Oh.
them. I mean, they were all a mess. But R.I.P. to Tracy. So anyway, but yeah.
The goat.
Um,
All right. So about this episode, Michelle.
yes. So the ladies are back from Mexico. We'll do a quick synopsis. And Robin is wedding dress shopping for this fake wedding that not even her mama knows about at this point. I mean, yeah, to me, like, and she was just like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get a photographer. I got to get a menu. I got to get a cake. I'm like, you really doing all that for 4 people and a private wedding? Like, what do y'all need? What do you need that for? But at this point, I did not believe the wedding was going on. Like, I thought it was a fake wedding, and it may still be fake. But she's trying on these dresses. Did y'all like either of the options they showed?
I did like the first one.
I think I like the
first one. I like the first one better than the second one.
I think I like the second one better. Well, maybe because I was like, it's not a real wedding. Why are you wearing that dress? Maybe I was thinking of it more like it's gonna be a party versus a wedding. So I was thinking that second one. But in any case, Ashley and Giselle come and Ashley spills the tea about, I don't even know what really happened, but basically Ashley says that Mia was admiring Wendy's genitals and that
Hot box.
Yes, hot box. And Wendy was intrigued. And so Jill was like, well, I need to confer with Mia to see what happened because she gonna put some zhuzh on it when she tell people if she don't get the actual story. And so and they also discovered that Wendy and Karen are not invited to this bachelorette party. So what are y'all thoughts on the whole hot box situation? Because Mia in a future scene says that it was actually, she made it seem like Wendy showed her hers and was like, can I see yours? It was a mess. I don't know. To me, the friends I travel with.
And Wendy touched Mia's.
Yes. It was like, oh, it's pretty.
And Wendy touched Mia's. Like, look, they just need to go in, all of them, every last one of them just need to go in somebody's room and just get it out their system.
They need to go hump.
All of them.
They do. They need to go hump. But I'm going to say this. That just was cringeworthy.
You said it was what?
Cringeworthy.
Oh. Because she was like, she was spread eagle.
Let me tell you why. Mia is raunchy as hell. And I'm crass. So I know I have no room. But I'm saying it anyway. She is raunchy as hell. And then y'all are women of a certain distinction.
Age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I didn't say age.
Nope.
Distinction. Right? You're people of the community. Where all of a sudden is this need to put your business out like that? Like, what is going on with you ladies? And they actually talk too much.
Atlanta. All of this comes from Atlanta.
They talk too much. What are y'all talking about? And even if they were, that's not, girl. I don't want to know that about.
Isn't that what you talk about?
No.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So when all of that was happening with Bolo in the house, wherever they were, was that too much?
Yeah. But them girls came out raunchy from the beginning. All of them don't act like they ain't pillars of the community. Okay.
And we actually had footage of Bolo. Like, remember they had footage?
Candy got a sex toy line. Okay. Candy got a sex toy line. Wendy is on the news, honey. What is you doing? Am I wrong? Wendy is on the news. People don't even know that about Wendy. Yeah, it's tripping. How they gonna take and they know who feeling on a booty.
And Mia lied so much, I just don't know what to believe at this point.
I don't believe nothing Mia say, but I believe it happened for some reason because I just feel like
other people confirmed it though.
Oh,
Ashley is not a confirmation. Because Candace, what did Candace say? Candace said that she just said that she ended up in her room, not realizing how she got there, but she didn't really say nothing about that. She did talk about the whole Juan situation, but she didn't say anything about the JJ stuff. I don't remember Candace mentioning it. At least they didn't air it.
So
but I don't know. Maybe I hang out with a different breed of people. But to me, what I thought was like,
was real. So you think her blackout was real?
Candace? Yes, Candace. Yeah. Remember when Candace was at that beach thing?
Candace say neither now.
You say what?
What happened?
I don't believe nothing Candace say.
I believe, to me, I don't think Candace lies. Like, I don't feel like she's gonna lie. She's gonna tell what happened. What lie
on herself?
What did she lie about herself?
She gonna lie on herself. She was the victim all when that Monique stuff happened, baby. She gonna lie on herself.
No. To me, it's like having your own view, but lying about. To me, it's different to say, "Oh, I'm a victim," versus this actually happened, and it actually absolutely did not happen. Like, that's what, like, Ashley and Mia will say something happened, and then be like, "Well, that's what I felt like happened," or "That's what I heard," or be like a bold lie.
I think Candace will lie to get herself out, like to keep herself out of trouble. Like, what if she out here wilding? You think she gonna say something on national TV that's gonna get her in trouble?
And I guess maybe I'm thinking about lying on other people versus like
somebody.
Oh, that's what
you're and omitting information about yourself.
Oh, I was talking about omitting information about herself.
Yeah,
we talking about two different types of lies.
Because it is two different kinds.
Yeah, girl. I'm like, she ain't gonna tell on herself.
That is true. I know. To me, I'm thinking they were in the club, and they don't be wearing no drawers. They wearing them short dresses, and they probably got to do with something. And I'm sure something was showed, but I don't think they just out like, "Oh, here, look at mine. Let me see yours. Let me touch." I just can't imagine that happening. But maybe me and my friends don't do that.
No,
or enemies, because they were enemies, right?
They're enemies. That's what I'm saying. They're enemies.
Say they're frenemies.
Yep, that's what they are.
She said it was some sexual tension. So
I'm not talking about there anything actually being wrong about the sexual tension, though, because the way you brought that up with Bolo, let me check you right quick, Jermaine. Let me go bring that back. I don't appreciate that. Let me tell you this. When you brought that up, that's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about her working at a university where they have these moral clauses. And then she's on the news. So now, she's been a public figure before Housewives. So now she out here in the streets. And since people know how she, even if she did do it, they know how she get down, but they might disrespect her in these streets thinking that she like that. You know what I'm saying?
But look, first off, she's on MSNBC. She's on MSNBC, and MSNBC don't care.
Oh, well, I understand that's cool. I'm talking about you just being a public person in general. You want people you run into to be talking about your booty and flashing.
You know they talking about it anyway. They're talking about it.
Of course they are. They're all thanks, Mia. That's why I was saying that. Thanks, Mia. Now they talking about stuff like that. I don't think that's the direction she was trying to go in when she got happy in this.
Should be all right.
And I didn't realize they both, because she said you've had a butt job, I've had a butt job, and I'm like, they both had butt jobs
and boob jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boob jobs. Yeah, but maybe they didn't. Maybe anyway. Oh, yeah. In case. They look like them strippers. They look like the booties of them strippers at the.
Who's softer? Come here. Who's your doctor?
Goodness. Well, let's get into this bachelorette party for. I don't know if. I mean, it's for a show, but if I'm not invited to the wedding, I don't know when the wedding is. I'm all totally out. I don't know how invested I would be at this bachelorette party, but Giselle and Mia planned this bachelorette party. Apparently, I guess Sharice thought that she should have been planning it, since I guess they go back further. But in case, they have this bachelorette party at a upscale strip club that serves steak and lobster, and they go in there, and it does indeed serve steak and lobster, and they're all, they have little non-Atlanta looking strippers on the pole doing their thing. Steak and lobster comes out, and they end up talking
Did
first
you say
about Ash.
non-Atlanta? Did you say non-Atlanta?
Yes.
Where did they look like they were from?
She meant it too. That's the crazy part.
Like
No,
West Virginia. That's
Northern
what they look like.
Virginia.
They from
No.
West Virginia.
No, West
I was trying to
Virginia.
give it North Virginia. She said
Ooh.
West Virginia. God no.
You know what I
From
saw in my mind?
Terminus.
16 and pregnant.
Oh, she said 16 and
16
pregnant.
and pregnant.
I saw 16 and
Oh
pregnant
my
and went,
god.
oh my gosh.
Oh my god. But anyway, they start talking about Sharice asked what's going on with Ashley and Michael. And she was just like, well, we're being nice to each other. And he we both, I guess they agreed not to date anybody, but Candace was like, he was on a date and Chris saw him with somebody that didn't look as cute as you. So to me, I thought that was all drama with Ashley. Y'all not getting divorced. Like, why are you trying to play that up? I don't think they're getting a divorce. I just think they have an open marriage. And maybe they don't want to admit it.
I do think he probably really did lie though.
He lied about.
Because she's so open, it's ridiculous. Like, why wouldn't she just say it? Like, why she ain't scared to say it? You know what I'm saying? She into whatever she's into. So she's pretty proud of her, her lifestyle. And I commend her for it. Like, live out loud. So with, because you've been established that for yourself in this whole TV world. I don't think because she lives out loud, I don't think she would lie and be sitting there telling everybody what she think, and then just to get bust out by Candace. They've been doing it.
I feel like it's a storyline. Like her storyline was, I'm getting a divorce this season, but she never gets one. Like they still live in the same.
Now in the blog, she's dating some hockey player, huh?
Oh, I haven't seen that. Yeah. Is she really?
Girl.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen it.
Well, I know she dated someone that she met at that BravoCon.
And
but it ended.
Yeah. Oh, well, she out here.
Okay.
She's the white dude too.
Because she did say she dated, but she stopped because apparently Michael agreed to stop too. Like she felt guilty. That's what she said. I don't know the timeline of BravoCon and all of that.
That's the only reason why I believe it. Because if she even give you that much, what's she got to lie for?
Honestly, I don't believe anything come out Ashley's mouth, so maybe that's my issue because she lied so much, and it's like she constantly like I didn't even believe when she was crying at her brother. She was crying at her brother's house, and no tears were coming down. I didn't believe that, and it was it was a serious situation, but I didn't believe it.
I'm new to Potomac.
I mean, she just like a couple of episodes ago was like, "Oh my gosh, my friends wouldn't lie." Chris like basically assaulted. No, I'm just playing. But remember the whole thing about brought the girl saying Chris.
She saw it though. She just was caping for him. Yeah. She just like
I don't bringing it. She was just bringing it. Good TV.
But she also because she keep like, oh, I'm gonna think of some more. Because like this is not the first. Like this is common. Like Ashley will lie every season to me. Like she do something that
damn much. I think she talked too much to lie. She'd rather run tell your business 2 seconds later than have to lie about it.
She would do that too. But she also makes up stuff, and she has in the past meeting stuff.
You got to tell me because I ain't been watching it the whole time.
Yeah,
and I just don't remember. I just don't remember.
I believe y'all. Yeah. If y'all feel that adamant, I believe y'all.
But anyway, oh shoot, we got 3 minutes. But okay. The big thing, I guess, of this episode was Sharice, and I think this was supposed to be her moment, coming out saying that the last time she was at that club, like she'd been holding this information because she don't want to talk about Karen, but the last time she was at a club, it was with Karen, and she was drunk, and she will have sex with anybody, and basically she was in the bathroom having sex with the worker, in a club. Did y'all believe that? I believe she was drunk. That I believe. I just don't see Karen having random sex in the thing.
I can see Karen picking her leg up. I just can't see that happening. I can't see it.
You don't see her picking her leg up?
I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see her doing this because I think she might fall. All the faces she made, it's like honestly, it looks like she's drunk all the time. Like, come on, now.
I don't put nothing past nobody. But I feel like if you was her friend then, you trifling now.
Okay.
How long you been holding on to that?
Well, I
waiting
think
for
what
this
Sharice has
moment.
been saying is she tried to be her friend, but it just wouldn't click. And so at this point, it's like,
So you want to
why
get some
hold it?
information and throw it out there? What has Karen done that to her?
I've not seen where Karen has
I don't
done
think
that
so.
to her. Well, they kept saying
That's all I'm saying.
what they kept saying they kept saying she did something when she was just saying like you lie on people and blah 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 when they were in Mexico. Insulting her intelligence, something they kept saying that like Karen was like the worst in Mexico, but I don't know. I don't believe that whole thing. Of course, Mia was like, so what I'm hearing is Karen is a prostitute. You know, Mia can't hear the whole situation. And she has a pimp. Is that what you're saying? And they even had to say, girl, you're taking it too far. We didn't already lied. And you done took
Mia, you know what I like about Mia, honestly? I think she did that on purpose.
Yeah, I do too.
To be like, because if we gonna go there, let's go all the way there.
all the way.
Like I just kind of picked up on that. I kind of felt like she couldn't have been serious because she know damn well she ain't hear none of that.
Cool. But yeah, it was we'll see what this season finale is like next week.
I know we have less than a minute, but so far, without the finale and without the the reunion, how has this season been on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll say it's interesting for me.
7. I'll say 7. I mean, it's had its moments, but it's not like it's like frustrating drama. And I don't like the fact that they're keeping real information that could be drama away and making up fake stuff. So that's frustrating, but 7.
I'll give it an 8.
I give it a solid 8.
You too, yay!
No, what I was gonna say is I would give it a solid 8 only because there was never a time when I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this. It's always like shits and giggles. Like I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna say, okay, this is silly, or what? And then find out whatever. It's some silliness. Now, a 10 for me is like a story that builds throughout the entire season, and then bam, you have that last episode, and it's like it's on and popping. That to me is a 10.
They ain't had that since Monique whooped that tail.
Okay, that's why I was like, ooh, I can't even think of when they last had that.
And I think that was an explosion they didn't know was coming. They had been working on it, but they didn't know she was gonna go that hard.
Exactly.
Child, that tea was too thick.
I think Michelle. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I say 8, and that's all I got to say.
Okay. I think Michelle needs to go today. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's been a pleasure. Have a good one.
Take care.